Good morning, everyone. Welcome back today to our fresh day of understanding ourselves as we continue to empower ourselves. So today what came out was bearing the brunt chakra. And that bearing the brunt is, naturally we know from being a martyr, we have to learn to be our own happy hero. So what do we have to do in that? We need to redistribute, dilute, dissolve, and maybe delegate the roles that we have just taken on unnecessarily as burdens or as responsibilities, as many other reasons that keep coming into our space, and we think we need to take care of it. So, have you noticed how in almost every family, office, or relationship, there is that one person, yeah, that one person who quietly carries everything. The one who says, okay, it's okay, I'll manage. Somebody who says, who pays the emotional price of managing everything. The one who tries to keep the peace in the house. The one who uh, continues to apologize even when they are not wrong. And also the one who becomes everyone's shock absorber, right? Maybe that person is you and you don't even realize it. And maybe you've become, without realizing, the emotional dustbin of the family. Yeah. Maybe every difficult responsibility somehow finds its way in your lap. You become the peacemaker between siblings. Yeah. You become the caretaker for aging parents. You become the dependable employee who always stays late, or who takes on the task of other people because they have their reasons or excuses. Why? Because you'll understand. Yeah. And you're that friend that everyone calls during a crisis, but no one asks how you are doing. Does that resonate with you? Yeah. So sometimes, maybe, you know, maybe it goes even deeper. You may unknowingly be carrying the weight of ancestral grief, family curses, unspoken oaths, a lifetime of sacrifices, or inherited beliefs that say the good ones only suffer. You need to be cunning, or you need to be this, or you need to be that. Or you feel that if I don't do it, who will? And for you, love means sacrifice. And somewhere there's a belief that strong people don't complain. Yeah. Perhaps you have become the one who bears the brunt of all the anger of somebody. You bear the brunt of false accusations. You bear the brunt of someone else's projections of how they see things and how they respond or react to situations. Or you become the brunt of someone else's failure, someone else's need to learn their lessons, and they keep, sort of bombarding you with things for them to learn their own lessons. And sometimes you unconsciously, without realizing, volunteer to become a martyr. Not because suffering is enjoyable, but because somewhere deep within, suffering becomes associated with goodness and with worthiness. Yeah. Suffering also becomes associated with being remembered, with becoming a hero. But today, your higher consciousness asks you a very different question. Must every hero suffer? What if true leadership is not carrying everything, but teaching everyone to carry their rightful share? What if love includes healthy boundaries? What if delegation is wisdom? What if redistribution is actually compassion? And what if dissolving unnecessary burdens creates space for joy? You do not have to stop being generous. You simply have to stop being the one or the only one carrying everything. Yeah? So today, what do? We transform from that tired, burdened martyr into a happy hero. Who's a happy hero? A happy hero is the one who does not abandon responsibility. But a happy hero is the one who distributes the responsibility correctly. Yeah? A happy hero always leads. A happy hero empowers. A happy hero serves without becoming the sacrifice. Okay? So now just take a slow breath, deep breath in. Inhale. Exhale. And now close your eyes. And with every breath, allow every unnecessary burden, every inherited burden, and every borrowed burden to become lighter. So inhale the freshness and inhale becoming absolutely free, allowing yourself to be free. Yeah? Every burden, every inherited burden goes out and you start feeling lighter. Breathe in simplicity. Breathe out burdened responsibilities. Breathe in lightness. Breathe out heaviness of all guilt and regrets. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Return to normal breathing. Invoke your healing masters, healing guides, healing angels, your higher consciousness, radical consciousness, love consciousness, prosperity consciousness, your teachers, mentors, gurus, and guides. Seek their understanding, seek their partnership, Seek their guidance. Seek their support as you slowly allow yourself to unburden and decide not to carry the brunts in life and not become a martyr and choose to become a happy hero. As you travel life's journey, connecting to the eternal consciousness and the primary source energy, collect all your personal thoughts wherever they are scattered in the universe. Sense them, feel them entering you, centering you. And when you feel centered, take another deep breath and recite with me or after me. I archive my unconscious need to take on everyone's burdens. I archive my unconscious need to take on everyone's burdens. I archive my unconscious need to take on everyone's burdens. I purify my need to become the emotional shock absorber for others. I purify my need to become the emotional shock absorber for others. I purify my need to become the emotional shock absorber for others. I simplify my life by carrying only what truly belongs to me. I simplify my life by carrying only what truly belongs to me. I simplify my life by carrying only what truly belongs to me. I amplify my ability to share responsibilities with grace and trust. I amplify my ability to share responsibilities with grace and trust. I amplify my ability to share responsibilities with grace and trust. Take a deep breath to retain this. I affirm my belief that suffering makes me worthy. I affirm my belief that suffering makes me worthy. I affirm my belief that suffering makes me worthy. I purify every association between pain and greatness. I purify every association between pain and greatness. I purify every association between pain and greatness. I simplify my journey through conscious choices instead of unnecessary sacrifice. I simplify my journey through conscious choices instead of unnecessary sacrifice. I simplify my journey through conscious choices instead of unnecessary sacrifice. I amplify my permission to grow with joy. I amplify my permission to grow with joy. I amplify my permission to grow with joy. Take another deep breath to retain it. I archive every ancestral oath, curse, vows, and inherited patterns that teaches suffering as duty. I archive every ancestral oath, vow, curse, and inherited patterns that teaches suffering as duty. I archive every ancestral curse, oaths, vows, and inherited patterns that teaches suffering as duty. I purify every unconscious inheritance that no longer serves my soul. I purify every unconscious inheritance that no longer serves my soul. I purify every unconscious inheritance that no longer serves my soul. I simplify my lineage through healing. I simplify my lineage through healing. I simplify my lineage through healing. I amplify blessings for myself and my future generations. I amplify blessings for myself and my future generations. I amplify blessings for myself and my future generations. Take another deep breath to retain it. I archive every borrowed emotion, expectation, and karmic burden that I have been carrying. I archive every borrowed emotion, expectation, and karmic burden that I have been carrying. I archive every borrowed emotion, expectation, and karmic burden that I have been carrying. I purify everything that never belonged to me. I purify everything that never belonged to me. I purify everything that never belonged to me. I simplify my energy field with healthy boundaries. I simplify my energy field with healthy boundaries. I simplify my energy field with healthy boundaries. I amplify my freedom to remain compassionate without becoming burdened. I amplify my freedom to remain compassionate without becoming burdened. I amplify my freedom to remain compassionate without becoming burdened. Take a deep breath to retain it. I archive my fear of delegating responsibilities. I archive my fear of delegating responsibilities. I archive my fear of delegating responsibilities. I purify my guilt of allowing others to contribute. I purify my guilt of allowing others to contribute. I purify my guilt of allowing others to contribute. I simplify teamwork, cooperation, and shared responsibility. I simplify teamwork, cooperation, and shared responsibility. I simplify teamwork, cooperation, and shared responsibility. I amplify conscious leadership. I amplify conscious leadership. I amplify conscious leadership. Take another deep breath to retain it. I archive every false allegation, accusation, and judgment that I have unconsciously carried. I archive every false allegation, accusation, and judgment that I have unconsciously carried. I archive every false allegation, accusation, and judgment that I have unconsciously carried. I purify every imprint of shame, blame, and injustice. I purify every imprint of shame, blame, and injustice. I purify every imprint of shame, blame, and injustice. I simplify my relationship with truth. I simplify my relationship with truth. I simplify my relationship with truth. I amplify my inner dignity and self-respect. I amplify my inner dignity and self-respect. I amplify my inner dignity and self-respect. Take another deep breath to retain it. I archive my need to become a martyr in order to feel important. I archive my need to become a martyr in order to feel important. I archive my need to become a martyr in order to feel important. I purify my addiction to overgiving. I purify my addiction to overgiving. I purify my addiction to overgiving. I simplify service through balance. I simplify service through balance. I simplify service through balance. I amplify joyful contribution. I amplify joyful contribution. I amplify joyful contribution. Take a deep breath to retain it. I archive every need to rescue others from experiences they themselves need to live through. I archive every need to rescue others from experiences that they themselves need to live through. IR5, every need to rescue others from experiences that they themselves need to live through. I purify my tendency to interfere with another soul's evolution. I purify my tendency to interfere with another soul's evolution. I purify my tendency to interfere with another soul's evolution. I simplify love by allowing growth. I simplify love by allowing growth. I simplify love by allowing growth. I amplify my trust in divine timing. I amplify my trust in divine timing. I amplify my trust in divine timing. Take another deep breath to retain it. I find my fear that saying no makes me selfish. I find my fear that saying no makes me selfish. I find my fear that saying no makes me selfish. I purify every guilt associated with healthy boundaries. I purify every guilt associated with healthy boundaries. I purify every guilt associated with healthy boundaries. I simplify my relationship through honest communication. I simplify my relationships through honest communication. I simplify my relationships through honest communication. I amplify mutual respect and fairness. I amplify mutual respect and fairness. I amplify mutual respect and fairness. Take another deep breath to retain it. I archive every unconscious commitment to endure suffering as my life's purpose. I archive every unconscious commitment to endure suffering as my life's purpose. I archive every unconscious commitment to endure suffering as my life's purpose. I purify every identity built around pain. I purify every identity built around pain. I purify every identity built around pain. I simplify my path through wisdom instead of struggle. I purify my path through wisdom instead of struggle. I purify my path through wisdom instead of struggle. I amplify my emergence as a happy hero I amplify my emergence as a happy hero. I amplify my emergence as a happy hero. I amplify myself as one who lifts, empowers, delegates, inspires, and lives joyfully. I amplify myself as someone who uplifts, empowers, delegates, inspires, and lives joyfully. I amplify myself as someone who uplifts, empowers, delegates, inspires, and lives joyfully. Take a very deep breath to retain all these messages and guidance as affirmations. See it entering your mind, body, and soul. See it getting absorbed by every cell, every fiber, every muscle, every tissue, every organ, and every system of your body. See it traveling as a light or as a golden light or as a sensation through your whole body, aligning it, giving you the sense of becoming a happy hero and choosing now to become a happy hero. And as you're doing this, with a smile on your face and your eyes still closed, let's understand what your higher consciousness is trying to say to you. You were never created to become the dumping ground for the world's unfinished stories. Compassion does not require self-destruction. Service does not require self-neglect. Leadership does not require loneliness, because every soul carries its own curriculum. Allow others the dignity of learning through their own experiences. What you can do is to bless them, support them, guide them. But do not rob them of their evolution by carrying what belongs to them. Today, release every invisible contract that appointed you as the family savior or as the relationship's emotional caretaker or as ancestral martyr. Become the one who inspires others to become strong, not the one who becomes weak by carrying everyone else on their shoulders. The divine does not celebrate exhausted heroes. The divine celebrates awakened ones. So today, choose balance, choose fairness, choose kindness, choose joyful leadership, and choose to emerge as a happy hero. Take a deep breath to retain the message of the higher consciousness. And now the mantra of the day for you. You can recite with me, after me, and you can say it loudly to yourself and as a message going out to the universe from your subconscious. I redistribute with wisdom. I delegate with trust. I dissolve unnecessary burdens. I honor every soul's journey. I lead with balance. I serve with joy. Once again, I redistribute with wisdom. I delegate with trust. I dissolve unnecessary burdens. I honor every soul's journey. I lead with balance. I serve with joy. Feel that smile on your face. Feel that joy in your body. Feel the awakening that you are allowing yourself today to understand, comprehend, to lead a life ahead as a hero and not as a martyr. And now just fold your hands together to be in complete gratitude to the masters, to the universe, for giving you this guidance today and increasing your understanding. Gratitude to radical consciousness and Atman for bringing this enlightened awakening consciousness to us, for healing our lives in such a simple manner. Thank yourself and express gratitude to your own self for choosing to be here in the collective consciousness of all so that it empowers you even quicker to understand what it means to be a hero. And now, massage your hands, massage your scalp, cup your eyes, massage your neck, your shoulders, your arms, your body, your legs, your feet. See the energies getting aligned and synchronized completely in your body. Feel yourself completely grounded. And when you feel completely grounded, come back in the here and now and open your eyes. Take your time.
Gratitude to you for being the channel.
Thank you, Seema. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Revati. Oh, wow. Thank you, Seema. Oh, wow, lovely hearts today. Thank you so much. Any thoughts, any feelings, any sharing, any wisdom, anything that came up in this recitation? Yes, Sagari.
Um, Thank you for this recitation and your introduction, because I just realized that there's so much of the brunt that I used to bear, which I have let go, and as I've grown and as awareness has come to me. So, but it reminded me of the old me, and I'm now very happy to be the happy hero. Thank you.
Awesome. Yes. Great, Sagri. And if you realize all our recitations, somehow get guided to take us on a particular path in a way that is just meant for us, because to be healing our inner children, to be understanding what life is all about, what we are, oaths, vows, and curses, to let go, go, oh, get rid of that, etc. And now today telling us to be a happy hero, not to be the martyr. It is absolutely fantastic. Thank you for your example and thank you for sharing. Yeah. Yes, Bina?
It's Yeah, thank you, Aarti, for this recitation.
Yeah.
I feel that I'm on the track in relation to this because since 1 week I had postponed writing mail to bank, the other bank where I strongly feel that some fraudulent things have happened. Okay, so I haven't been receiving cooperation even when I was at Bangalore 6 months back and all. So, whereas I couldn't concentrate completely on the recitation because of I need to take care of my this ear thing.
That's okay. You can listen to it.
Hearing aids again.
You can listen to
Yeah.
it later. Okay. No problem. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you. Yes, Ruby.
Gratitude, ma'am, for making us giving, offloading and reloading. Amazing.
Great. Wonderful. Yes, Revati. Yes, Revati.
I'm so grateful for this recitation, Artiji. That addiction to giving, it brought out so many stories. The addiction of giving, the addiction of all the things which is connected to that.
Yeah.
So many threads connected to that.
Wow.
So now that I've recognized it, now I'm ready to work. Now I am on the path of being a happy hero. Thank you so much.
Yes, we all have to start wearing our capes of happy hero and walk around the house now because we are
Yeah.
going to be happy heroes. Thank you, Revati. Thank you. Yes, Ritu.
So for me, it's more of an awakening, part of dust that was lying underneath. So what I have observed that I have to repeat it many times. It will not go in one go.
Yes, of
So
course. Listen, anything
yeah,
that is there, part of our lives, if we think by doing a
yeah.
recitation one time, it'll get, out of our systems. No, we've taken as many years of our age, whether we are 20 years old, 30 years old, 50 years old, 70 years old, to collect all of it. So it can't go in one time, yeah? But if it resonates with you until you feel the resonance, and after that, whenever you start feeling light and completely free, that's the time. It could take 21
Yeah, it's
days, it
more
could
of an
take 3 months.
awakening. Yes.
Yeah. So it could be 21 days, 3 months, whatever. But in the whole, during this time, it could take a year. It depends how easily or how willing you are to release or let go of all the brunts that you're holding on to. Correct?
Okay. In one recitation, you shared that lineage. So what does it mean? Soul lineage.
Generational, ancestral, everything that has been. So in the lineage, it has got passed down. Dada, Pardada, unke piche, that is lineage, no? Ancestral could be coming from any generation beyond. You don't know beyond, maybe your Dadaji, maybe you may know your name of the Pardadaji, maybe, maybe not. Uske aage kaun tha? So the whole lineage from there, there means whenever it started, your family line, वहां से लेके आज तक जितना lineage है, उसकी clearance, that clearance happens. Okay? Lineage means that. Okay? Ancestral could be, maybe in just about one generation ago or 2 generations ago, something, unwanted entered your family space. So that is not lineage. That is ancestral. So you can clear it. It could be 3rd generation, it could be 5th generation. But you don't know what was 10th generation. We don't know. So the whole family line as it comes down, okay? That is lineage. Okay?
Thank you.
Yeah. Yes, Sharon first. Sagri, I'll come to you again. Yes, Sharon?
Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much. I really enjoyed the recitation.
Thank you.
It was like an inventory. Okay.
done this, done this, done this, need to work on this, need to work on this, 10% more, 20% more. So thank you so much.
Yeah, so in any case, it is there. The recitation is there in the group. You can always keep coming back to it, Sharon.
Definitely. 100%. 100%. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Yeah, thank you. Yes, Sagri?
No, I just wanted to thank you for the introduction, because often when you announce a topic, we don't know how it really affects us in our life. So when you give all these examples, it really, yes, that one, like just like what Sharon said, no, 10% here, 10% there.
Yeah.
So the introduction is like so important, so that I mean, of course, the recitation you're covering all and more. But when you speak about it, I think it makes a huge difference, because then our awareness increases.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm doing it here, I'm doing it there, like that. So I just wanted to thank you for that.
Thank you, Sagari. Thank you for that, because I had realized long ago, that just by doing a recitation, it may or may not resonate with everyone. That is part one. Part two, it is important to sort of bring out the real world events, or the real world scenarios that we face in our life to get a better understanding of it. Yes, so thank you for that, Sagri. And also, as I said, even in my introduction, many a times you would notice that many of my statements are repeated. But then that is the reality. I mean, that is why it is coming back in our space, because one aspect may not be related only to anger. It could be related to jealousy, it could be related to brunt, it could be related to curse, it could be related to anything. So yeah, I realize myself when I'm just thinking, I said, why is it coming back again? But then I say, okay, it's coming back, I need to put it in. So that is why it is there. And some of you may also feel, why is she repeating the same thing? But just understand, the consciousness chose it to rise again, awaken ourselves further, so that the clarity is one thing. Clearance happens from all angles. It's like, when you go to any exhibition or somewhere, you have this room where there are only glass mirrors or glass all around. So you don't know where to get out from. You're standing in that room or in that place, and you see yourself here, you see another angle from here, there's a backside of you, there's a 3/4 angle here, etc. So they're all there. So that's how I interpret it, as a metaphor. But one of them is a door which will get you out of that room. Wow, I'm happy with one example. Anyway, so yeah, that's it. So thank you, Sagari, for that. I'll just read the chat. The Rimjan, thank you. Shubhangi in a beautiful space, thank you. Ruby, deep gratitude and grateful, man, for taking through the journey. Yes. Revati says there is an addiction to giving. Oh my God. Yes, that is true. There is an addiction. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Bina. Have a great day, all of you. And see you tomorrow for Fulsome Friday. It's going to be very different again, hopefully. And wish you all the best. And see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Aarti. You are our happy hero. Thank you.